Hey everybody, it's Nick Baldwin, Regional Technology Trainer for the Michigan Northern Ohio region of Keller Williams. And today I've got superstar agent Jessica Starr from the Starr Realty Group in Connecticut. And I wanted to have Jessica here for a few minutes to tell everyone about the success that she's having using Command. Her team is all in on Command and they're really leveraging campaigns, specifically on Facebook, at a really high level. So Jessica, I heard that you've been having a lot of success with campaigns. So tell us a little bit about that. How many campaigns have you been running, and what type of conversion are you seeing from those campaigns, and which ones have been the most successful for you?
Yeah, sure. So we've run a total of 19 campaigns. We've done it in 49 days. We have spent, drum roll please, $863. It
Wow.
might not sound like a lot, might sound like a lot to some, not a lot to others, and yet.
Well, hold on a second. $863. How many leads did that bring you for $863? Do you know that off the top of your head?
Well, we know how many leads we have. That's a loaded question because we have a ton of leads, a ton of
Okay.
nurturings, but actually signed people that we already have. I want to tell you about that, Nick, because that's actually
Yeah,
really
okay, go.
cool.
Let's go for it.
So we have already signed 7 new buyers and 1 listing from that. So that was only in 49 days and $863, right? Of that, we have a potential to make, because they're signed with us, so we know what they're pre-approved for or what they're listed at, $80,000 in commission. We
Whoa.
already have pended from the 80,000. We have pended already under contract 25,000 waiting to close. So for $863, we have a confirmed 25,000 profit. Right now, we're waiting on the additional money out of that 80 when they finally pen. And that doesn't mean or even mention all the nurtures we have. I can get you those numbers at some point too.
I mean, that's insane. So right off the bat, 19 campaigns over 49 days, $863 spent, 7 buyers signed, right?
Right.
So they are working with you,
Yes.
and a listing signed, a potential of 80,000 in commission with about 25,000 of it already in the pipeline. So that means that some of those people are already pending on a transaction. And all it took was less than $900. You can't get a return like that, I don't think, anywhere in the world with your marketing dollars. Tell us a little bit about some of the campaigns that you ran. Were they just listed campaigns? What type of ads were they?
So we did some open houses, some virtual open houses. We did attract buyer campaigns. Those seem to work out best for us. And we really focus on just, making them pretty, having catchy slogans in there, and just being attractive to people. And we're really bent on the follow-up with them. And sometimes, people will give you that line, hey, I'm just looking. That's great. Can you just tell me what you liked about our ad? We'd love to know. We spend some money and time putting these in here, and people love to tell you what they like. And then you might tell them, like, hey, I noticed that was a rant you looked at. If you were going to buy, were you interested in a 1-level living home? Because of that conversation and that script, I actually have another listing pending to go on and a potential buy. So that's not counted in that yet.
That's a great script. What I was going to say was it definitely is all in the follow-up. So anybody can run an ad. Anybody can generate a lead. It's just a matter of what you're following up and when you're following up. And you're just having conversations, right? So what people have to understand is mostly Facebook opportunities are going to tell you I'm just looking or I'm not ready. And what you say is it's something that I've been talking about, and you are obviously doing it, right? Like, just looking, the biggest objection handler ever. That's great that you're just looking. I posted this house on Facebook. I would love to give some feedback to my seller. Could you just let me know what you thought about it? Or that's great that you're just looking. What are you potentially looking for, right? Like, turn that into a conversation and don't be pushy, because with Facebook opportunities, you got to take a step back if they're not right now. But sometimes, when you walk into a department store, do you need help? No, I'm fine. 5 minutes later, you come back. Yeah, actually, I'm looking for this. So it's just like,
you literally had the person that was a little intuitive with you and said, hey, you know what? No worries, but I love that scarf you're wearing. I've got some great scarves over here. If you were in the market for a scarf, I'd love to show you. That shade of red looks really pretty on you.
I love it. You would look fantastic in this kitchen. It really brings out your eyes.
Yes.
So I love it. Lots of success there. So it's about what the ad looks like, make it appealing, lots of pictures, virtual open houses, or giving people maybe videos to look at.
Yep.
And then the follow-up, right? Very non-pushy, asking them their opinion of the home, and then just getting into a conversation. And really what it comes down to is 19 campaigns, 49 days, $863 with a potential of 80,000 in commission, with 24,000 already in the pipeline, and 7 buyers signed and 1 listing. I mean, that right there is a success story in itself. And if anybody needed a reason to jump into Facebook through command, you just got your reason. You just got your reason. Because that that under $900 spend won't bring you that return anywhere else.
You know, Nick,
Jessica,
I remember sitting at family reunion and having Josh team say, hey, there was this girl that ran these ads and she had all these leads and didn't know it. And I looked at my admin and we had run an ad back in November. And I am pretty creative. And I was like, yeah, I don't remember seeing any leads in there. And that wasn't the story about me. And I looked and I was like, we have 42 leads from this ad. Oh my God. So then as soon as we got back from family reunion, we plowed right into command because clearly we knew what we were doing. We just didn't know where to look. And that number meant those were leads.
Wait, that story was about you?
No, that wasn't about me. But it made me go, this could be about me.
Oh, I gotcha. Because he did tell a story about an agent that didn't know where these leads came from.
Yes.
So that's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, listen, that's amazing. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but when I heard about the success you had, I just wanted to get a testimonial, because sometimes, and by the way, I just want everyone to know, Jessica doesn't have like this ginormous team, right? Like you do well. You sell like 100, 150 homes a year. You have a team of 5 or 6?
Yeah, 5 agents and 2 admin, 1 part-time.
Okay, but anybody could follow up with those leads. Everybody could use the smart plans. Anybody could send text messages and phone calls. And I wanted to have Jessica because you hear a lot about teams with 30, 40, 50 agents, but you don't hear enough about the teams of 5 or 6 that are really lean and profitable and still doing powerful numbers. And that's something that we all can relate to. So someone with a team of 5 or 1 person could do exactly what Jessica did for less than $1,000. So awesome success story. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you taking the time to let us know. And if you needed a reason, if you were waiting for that reason or you're waiting for that green light, you just got it. So jump in.
Yeah. You guys, listen, Nick is right. Those ads, just so you know, you don't have to spend a ton of money. We're running them 10 days and we're running them for $40 an ad. So how much? That's $4 a day we're spending on our ads. So when you look at it, I mean, you could dump in a ton more money, but I love to lead with revenue. It's this thing I learned. And I feel like our return is pretty great. So, and it's actually working even better on our high-end listings than it is on the lower-end listings. So we're getting a better buyer on the high end on Facebook. Who knew?
And by the way, $4 a day, guess what? Right now, most Starbucks are closed. So you're not spending that $4 on a latte. Put it into your business. So anyway, thanks, Jessica. Have an awesome day. I appreciate you taking the time.
You too. My pleasure.